in an age of lawlessness and despair. The empire of man lay in ruins, torn asunder by civil war, and racked by famine and plague. Desperate, unscrupulous men deserted the temples of their fathers and gathered in forbidden cults, seeking the favor of the dark gods. And so it was, in the year 2301, that a Kurgan warlord named Asavar Kul united the savage tribes of the Chaos Wastes and made war upon the realms of men. The invaders entered the distant northern kingdom of Kislev and sacked its largest city, Prague. They sacrificed its people to their dark gods, and any who managed to flee were driven into the freezing wilderness. The Empire seemed powerless to stop the Chaos Horde, and many feared that the end of the world was at hand. But in the Empire's darkest hour, a nobleman from the south named Magnus rallied the people of the Empire to resist the invaders, uniting the warring Elector Counts in the process. The Imperial army marched to the rescue of the Kislevite capital, fighting Kul's army in a massive battle outside the city walls. Joined by mighty heroes from all across the land, Magnus defeated Kul in single combat, and the Chaos Horde was scattered to the winds. Blessed by the gods and heralded as the true Emperor, Magnus returned to Nuln in triumph. But even as the old world celebrated Magnus's victory, the dark gods were planning their revenge. people of the Empire have good reason to fear the night. As darkness falls and the twin moons rise, they bar their doors against the evil forces lurking in their midst. Witches, sorcerers, mutants. From the primeval forests of the Reichwald to the cobbled streets of Nuln, they practice their forbidden rites, offering up the souls of the innocent to appease their dark gods. Only a rare few have the courage and skill to hunt these heretics, countering their foul magics with cold steel and cleansing flame. They are known as the Witch Hunters. The Empire's Witch Hunters are holy men, scouring the land of heretics in the name of Sigmar and the Holy Church. It is a dangerous and demanding profession, and you are a master of your craft. You were in Nuln when news of the Chaos invasion reached the city. Many feared that the end of the world was at hand. As Magnus rallied the city's nobles and raised an army to resist the invaders, the call went out across the land for the Witch Hunters to join the cause. Soon, you were marching north with the rest of the army. As a witch hunter, you knew better than most the horrors that waited at Kislev. The odds of victory were slim. While the two armies fought, you guarded Magnus from the enemy, repelling one assault after another. Just as the battle seemed lost, Magnus led his knights in a desperate charge against the Chaos Lord and his bodyguards. Along with a handful of others, you held the rest of the horde at bay until Asavar Kul had fallen. Once the battle was won and the dead laid to rest, you returned with Magnus to Nuln, where a hero's welcome awaited you. Magnus will soon be elected Emperor, the first in 300 years. You have accepted a place in his retinue as a reward for your deeds at Kislev. The battle has been won, and the Empire reunited. But the enemy has agents everywhere, and you know that it's only a matter of time before they strike back. It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark magic, treachery, and war. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds. And across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack!
Sounds like fighting in the courtyard. I'd best take a look. We're under attack. I've got to get to Magnus.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
They're here for Magnus. Where is he, man? Think!
Upstairs in the throne room, there's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry!
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with foul magics. The Chaos Sorceress stands before the throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell. There is only one thing left to do. Shouting a challenge, you charge across the room, ready to give your life for the future Emperor. By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The Sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room, but these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters like yourself, led by the infamous Heinrich Voss. You are under arrest for the murder of the Emperor Magnus, Voss declares. You try to tell him about the sorceress, but Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, traitor. We will have the truth from you one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! Teclis, Lore Master of the High Elves, regards Voss coldly. Jürgen Heider speaks the truth. said. It is you who have refused to listen. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. No one outside this room must know what happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him. There are dark and terrible forces at work in the city, Herr Hyder. If we are to find the sorceress and defeat her, we must confront the dark cult that has taken root in Nuln and expose its secret master.
Then we must call upon every witch hunter in the city to root out the heretics, no matter where they may hide.
We cannot risk it. If we unleashed the full fury of the witch hunters, it would lead to questions we dare not answer. No, Herr Hyder. We must work in secret if the Empire is to survive.
So be it then. Where shall we begin?
The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath the city. So long as the enemy controls the tunnels surrounding the tower, our position here is vulnerable. Your first task is simple. Enter the tunnels and drive the cultists back from the tower. Kill everything in your path, but beware. There is no telling what foul things await you in the darkness.
My son's decided as it If those cultists come back, we'll be ready for them by Sigmar.
A good day to you. Blessings of Sigmar be with you.
The tunnels surrounding the tower have been cleared. But I suspect there are larger heretic camps deeper in the sewers.
I do not doubt it. The servants of Nurgle flourish in darkness and filth. Our battle against the cult has only just begun.
Well done, Herr Hyder. Return to me when you are ready for your next task.